Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to play with my top 3 favorite tank destroyers of the tier 10 of 2024. Fellas, some things changed, some things didn't. I do not want to spoil you too much, but maybe I love Badger. Maybe I love almighty Jack Panzer, or as I call it, Jack Pizda. Or maybe I started loving Esterva. You will see everything yourself, and I hope you are going to be entertained, fellas. So, without further ado, let's teleport into the first tank, or I supposed to say into the first battle, and you know what? I believe this is going to be a surprise for a lot of you. And you know what? Those tanks doesn't need to be good in order for me to like it. I might love the tank and it might be my favorite one, but the tank is just simply not that competitive or not that great. So without further ado, let's do this. I believe you did not saw that one coming, did you? For some reason, I started loving Almighty Jack Pizda. I do not know what is wrong with me, but I enjoy this vehicle, unironically. Unironically, fellas. No, I don't think this tank is competitive. No, I do not think this tank is the best tank in the world of tanks. But I have a good time playing with it. Lately, I've been playing for third mark of excellence with this tank with no gold, if I'm not mistaken. Lately, I've been playing with this tank for third mark of excellence with spamming hits and whatnot, and I had a great time, honestly. Unironically, I enjoyed myself. The biggest selling point of this tank, obviously, is the gold penetration, because standards has 299 penetration, which is not bad, but it is not 420 hits. 420, you follow me, I see you naughty bastards, I see how it goes. So, pretty much this tank, biggest selling point is that you can penetrate most of the tanks with auto-aim, and this is absolutely glorious and this is absolutely amazing. This is why I love this tank. You know, there is nothing more satisfying than peeking Chieftain or 279E, and whenever you are slapping him in the face for 1000 and he is cursing on you, you mother trucker gold spammer noob. You know, there is nothing more satisfying than this, in my humble opinion. Meanwhile, what do we have here? What is the chance that we are going to build a good angle? Very unlikely. That's okay. We got this. Everything is fine. What we would love to do here, I would love to slap the Mr. Waffle. I mean, there is a pixel. Yeah, risk it. Why the heck not? Unfortunately, luck isn't there, but that is okay. We are chilling, we are enjoying ourselves, and we are having a great time while reloading. And you know what? This is only the start. This is only the start, fellas. Meanwhile, Butcher is running for his life. I cannot blame him for that, to be completely honest with you. And in fact, I would even say that it is a smart decision. Meanwhile, we are just going for this TVP, and I can promise you that the TVP won't enjoy himself. Obviously, a lot of things are depending how fast this gentleman will react, because I am going to slap the living crap out of him. Auto-aim, kaboom, straight into the garage he goes. 800 damage in one shot, and you know, we can roll significantly higher, we can slap him harder, and we can enjoy ourselves to the maximum as well. Now you might think, oh my banana skill, what is up? Yeah, exactly, what is up? What is up, fellas? How are you doing this fine day? Nah, I hope you are doing very, very, very fine, and I hope you are having a blast. We teaming up with our brother from other mother, Object, and now both of us are showing the triangle power. The triangles which are making pressure and pushing that W key. How about that? How about that for a change, fellas? This is just fun, you know? It's not too difficult of the gameplay. To be competitive, obviously, you need to load quite a bit of the heat rounds. I mean, some people do not mind it, some people mind it. But to play with this tank with a standard ammunition, in my opinion, is just straight up waste. Skill, what do you mean by saying it is straight up waste? Well, think about this, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. The tank which has the best selling point of the 420 hits you are shooting something then hits. Come on. I mean, this is just outrageous, and this is just straight up bad decision, at least in my humble opinion, right? Because the most fun with this tank is just to go in front and to penetrate everyone in the face, or however you want to, you know? This is the most fun thing, at least for at least in my opinion, right? Kaboom, 1000 in the face. I mean, come on. What do you want me to say? And you know what is the best part of all of this? You do not really need to think that much. All you need to do, you need to make as much pressure as you physically and possibly can, and everything is going to be fine. Skill, what is the chance that you are going to get slaughtered with this tank? Fellas, 100% it can happen, and it's not necessarily going to be the greatest game of all time. It's just how it goes, but in the same time, this is the right play with this vehicle. All you want to do, you want to say hello. How are you? How is your day? You like it? I have 420. Do you want to have a party together? That's what you are saying. And look at this. Quick 5 minutes battle, having some fun, enjoying ourselves with it. 4.7 thousand damage, 1.2 thousand assisting damage. We just simply made as much pressure as possible. Sure thing this game is not equal game, fellas. What do you expect? This is World of Tanks, you know, especially on the December month. What do you want? Games are not really equal, but this is what we have and this is how we perform. I do not think we have done anything bad, and I think our performance was fine. So once again, 4.7 thousand damage, 1.2 thousand assisting damage. Beautiful. We are first by experience, we are first by the damage, and we made some credits as well because we are having holiday extravaganza, and plus on top of that we completed the mission. Beautiful. Thank you very much for a game, almighty Jack Piston. Let's see what we have next in line. And how our top 3 tank destroyer list without Grille. Fellas, there is no other way. Grille must be in the list. I enjoy this vehicle. And you know, back in the day we had Waffle. Some people complained that Waffle is gone. For me, Grille is absolutely amazing. Although currently we have nerfed version of the Grille, or the first part of it, if you know what I mean. Anyways, that's not the point. The point is, it is pretty beautiful, magnificent mother trucker, at least in my humble opinion. This tank is quite quick. It has quite an accurate gun. It has a big boomstick. I mean, look at the size of this cannon. It is absolutely gorgeous, and it is absolutely glorious. So, it's just my tank, if I can say so. I would describe this vehicle as my tank. You are capable of slapping enemies like there is no tomorrow, which is good, and this is exactly what we are looking for, and this is exactly what we need. And as you can see, it can definitely work. So, what do we want to do now? We want to say hello for this Mr. STB, I would say, and every and each mother trucker who is playing here in the middle. Obviously, we need to focus as much as we physically and possibly can, and we need to slap everyone left, right, and center. That's all we want to do. Meanwhile, Manticore, how are you doing? Unfortunately, we missed the shot, but that happens once in a while. And at the same time, Grille has... You know what? Grille is capable of hitting the shots quite easily, but Grille likes to hit the shots and not to penetrate as well. I believe Grille players are very, very well aware of that, and you know that Grille can behave like this once in a while. But that's to be expected. Okay, let's see. No? Any mistakes? Oh, yes. Beautiful mistake. EBR got spotted by our light, who is going full trollolo mode, and we got a bit of the damage. Beautiful. Now, obviously, I would love to slap this STB as well, but I think this is going to be a bit problematic situation. I do not really think that STB is sitting that badly, and in fact, I do not really think that he gives us good enough angle to slap him, which is a bit of the issue, but that's okay. Listen, what we are going to do at this point we are thinking about getting involved, or he will return to the same position 100%. Come on. Go up. Go up. Go up. Come on, STB. Don't be a pussy. Just go up. Yes? Yes, a bit more? No? Okay, fair enough. Let's not burn more time here and let's try to relocate a bit. By the way, Almighty Jack Pizda had a good angle for our E3 and we lost a lot of hit points. You know what? In fact, we lost that many hit points that I think we do not really want to make that much pressure. I just pretty much changed my mind in the middle of the action, and I think this is correct decision by us. Even though we have guns on the field, it is not a great situation for us. Keep this in mind, fellas. And we want to snipe somewhere from the back and we want to slap enemies for their mistakes if they are going to make any. 60 TP and mouse is in quite a bit of trouble, but I do not really think that is going to change our gameplay that much. We are crafting tiny touch better angle for this enemy E100, and hopefully we will be able to slap him in the face for 700. Can we? Sure we can. 750 in the face. We loaded high, obviously gold ammunition as well for a good measure, and hopefully everything will be just fine. Meanwhile, CS63 eliminated our E100, but that's okay, that's not a big deal, and now we are going to have a very good angle here as well. Another 750 in the face. I mean, it doesn't feel bad and it doesn't look bad. I can tell you that. Grille, in my humble opinion, is still fine nowadays. Grille still can work and Grille still can be a very enjoyable tank to play overall, right? Probably what people do not like the most about this tank is that, once again, sometimes you are hitting but you are not penetrating. I believe this is the biggest problem for most of the people with where the grille goes, and once again, that is kind of understandable, you know? You are expecting to hit most of your shots with the tanks like this, at least in my opinion. Anyways, what do we want to do? We want to craft a very good angle from the red line over there. Why so? Because I think we are capable of getting at least a couple of more shots like there is no tomorrow. Meanwhile, E100 going for a blind shot. I'm not entirely sure have I done some damage or not for this gentleman, but soon we are going to figure this out. And all we want to do, we want to sit somewhere around this area and we just simply want to say hello for every and each mother trucker who will try to make a bit of pressure, right? Nothing too crazy, nothing unusual. Also, I do not really think that you need to spam the full gold with this tank by any shape or any form, because the standard ammunition is good enough with this tank. Although, you know, if we are speaking about the E100s, for E100 I would simply load the gold for obvious reasons. Okay, what do we want to do? We want to try to find the angle how we could decap the base if it is possible, right? That would be very much appreciated and that would be amazing. But the question is, do we have enough time for this? And the answer is no, we do not, because we slapped STB. And you know what? We are fine. We can have our victory dance over there with PP in the air, and look at this PP. That is a humongous one, okay? And we are having a great time, honestly. Yeah, we lost the game. Yes, enemies captured the base. What can you do? We have done our mission as a sniper schnitzel with 750 alpha damage, you know? All we needed to do, we needed to search for a free shots. We did that. We got our 4,500 damage, a bit of assisting damage, and I think that is completely fine. If I would not escape from the previous position, by the way, I would have been dead, you know? So I needed to do that. Meanwhile, 4,500 damage, 500 assisting damage. I am feeling pretty happy with this. We are third by experience, we are first by the damage, and we made 30,000 profits, which is very much appreciated and it is awesome. Is Grille still good? Absolutely. And keep this in mind, I have the standard equipment. If I would have bond equipment or alternatively bounty equipment, it would be even better. So yeah. What a beautiful tank this is. And now I hope you are ready for the last vehicle. Is it going to surprise you? I do not know, but soon we will figure this out. Let's do this. And last, but definitely not least, we have Almighty Bobject. Listen, object is still beautiful nowadays. You can have some fun and you can go through like crazy mother trucker, which this is how I play this tank. I do not really want to think that much. I just want to push in front and have a good time while ramming some kind of heavy tank for more damage than I am taking, you know? And just playing overall super duper hyper turbo aggressively. This is the plan, this is the hope, and this is the dream, and this is how do I play with this tank to begin with, right? So yeah. Skill, how do I play with this rubbish tank good? You don't. Greetings. Well, that's the honest answer to the honest question. How do I play with this rubbish? You don't. You just don't. You just don't, my man. Meanwhile, we are going to make pressure. And whenever I am saying pressure, I mean it. I'm not going to stop by like some kind of pussy. I am going to go in front like there is no tomorrow, and I am going to show the dominance over there. This is what I am thinking, and this is what I am doing. How about that? Okay, do we have anyone here around the corner? No, we don't. Okay, all we need to do, we need to make pressure like this. Oh, look at this cute Vaka. How are you doing, kind sir? Enjoying yourself? Nah, 600 in the face. Now this gentleman is thinking, excusez-moi? What just happened? How did I lost my hit points? And now all we need to do, we need to make pressure like this. Fellas, this is where the fun part will start. We are going to... We are going to miss the shot to E75 because I want to give him a second chance. And we are going to push this gentleman out of the position just like this. Look at this. 260 is obviously helping us to the best of his abilities, which is very much appreciated. We are slapping 114 SP, which is going great. And once again, this tank is beautiful for pure trolling purposes. You do not really think, you do not really need to think that much, to be completely honest with you, whenever you are playing with this tank, at least in my humble opinion. All you need to do, you need to find the W key. Yes, sometimes there is a problem to find the W key, and sometimes it definitely can be complicated and a bit annoying, to say that the least. But if you will find it, you are going to feel great. And look at this beauty. Now I am just going for this TVP. I think TVP is the option for us, and that's what we need to do. By the way, I'm not going to stop here. I am feeling very, very good. Whoa, how are you doing? Standard B, you beautiful, magnificent mother trucker. I am feeling quite alright, even though I lost quite a bit of the hit points. It doesn't change absolutely anything. And now we are going in. And how we are going in? We are going ham. I mean, look at this beauty, fellas. Look at this beauty. Isn't it nice, and isn't it beautiful? Look, we are not stopping by for a moment. We are just making pressure as much as we physically and possibly can, you know? That's all we are doing in this battle. And you know, it is not a bad play. Believe me or not, fellas, this is not a bad play. We are just... No, I was about to get one more shot. It's okay. We are just pushing the W. Right? And you know, with this kind of madness, with this kind, it wasn't a well thought out game. We just pushed W, right? And it worked just fine. And this is what this tank has to offer. 650 alpha damage, quite trollish armor. Well, clearly not in this game because everyone penetrated us. And obviously this tank got nerfed lately. But it doesn't change the fact that it still works, and it still can be very beautiful and very much enjoyable vehicle. You know, not too much thought, push W and just relaxation and brain refresh. And even if the things are going badly, you are clicking, you're going back to the garage and you are repeating 2 minutes after you die, you know? That's the fun part. Anyways. 3.8 thousand damage, 1.5 thousand assisting damage, beautiful tank. We are second by experience, we are first by the damage, and we got 46,000 profits as well. Overall, quite fun session and quite enjoyable thing to play with the tanks, which I really enjoy and which I really like. And by the way, if you are wondering what replaced the place of the E4 from last year, we got Almighty Jackpiece there, and I would never ever expect that add that unironically I would add this tank into my favorite list. I do not know what I'm supposed to say. I mean, fellas, maybe I have some fever or something, who knows, or maybe I am just sick. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I hope you were entertained, and I hope you enjoyed yourself together with us. Thank you, and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.